What with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
Hello, can you hear me now? Sorry, I went live without my mic plugged in. Woo! I just got home. Just trying this out. I plan on doing MME later tonight. RJ, if you want to come on, I'm just doing a quick stream. This is like a test stream to make sure it stays up because there are weird YouTube issues right now, even to the point where it says my subscriber count is off of what I actually have. I'm trying this thing called Two Topics. Saggy saying, please don't make me call you. Wake your ass up. Yeah. So this is a test but I actually have a topic. I just want to do like a 45-minute stream with two topics. Does it say private with no room to appeal? Is that what you're getting? Maybe you could come on and explain. Anthony Chabot, I'm doing great, man. I took my father to the doctor, not the hospital. Unfortunately, my father is not doing well because he's had so many years of medicine and health problems. He basically has 3 different doctors fighting for medicine. His psychologist, his heart doctor, and his kidney doctor. And all his medicine is impacting other things. Like they're afraid if they don't adjust this, he'll go in the heart failure. They're afraid if they don't adjust this, he'll go in the kidney failure. And the psychologist doesn't want to change the medicine because he's the most stable he's been in years. And he's tried every single psychological medicine in the book. Yeah, that's exactly what I get. Yes. Thank you, Anthony Chabot. You see Love and Thunder. And I do want to actually get to this. Snyder coping. No, I'm actually DC coping. RJ, I am DC coping because I just don't know what to think. I don't believe anyone. I'm counting my blessings that we're getting Black Adam. I just don't know. He has said that he wants to focus on Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman, but what does that even mean? And I think anyone that suggests they know what that means for sure. And then the weird news that I covered last night. Do I still have the image here? Let me see. Of this. This eked out yesterday. It was just weird timing. And this is just like, I don't like to judge things before, but this just seems like hot garbage. It really seems like hot garbage. And this is one of the things we get out of the J.J. Abrams, that big deal. That's really, really freaking lame. Hey, if you're watching, could you smash the like button and help promote this stream? Because we are also testing YouTube to make sure it could keep the stream live. There's been a lot of errors. I don't want to do a 3-hour stream later just to have it be privated because YouTube locked it up. Okay, that's great, Anthony. Take care of your family. Thank you, Rashad. We're used to it by now. It has been years. I've been helping my parents for a long time. Yes, he is. I read the article last night. Not directing, but his wife wrote it, and then he is involved in the production. Don't make me do the article. If you haven't checked out the video last night, I did the whole article reading. I don't remember, was it Screen Rant? He is involved in some capacity, and his wife is the one writing it. And it's just, RJ, it's just like, what the Chubby Teddy, give me your thoughts on this Gotham Knights. Like, what's worse than a CW show? I keep saying a CW show that's not and I like CW shows, but a CW show that's not involved or have anything to do with the other CW shows. It's just its own thing. Like this Gotham Knights doesn't have anything to do with the game, doesn't have anything to do with Batgirl, and I don't even know if the characters that you expect to be in Gotham Knights are in it. Yeah, it's fine. It's just we have to keep going from doctor to doctor. They're really trying to avoid dialysis for his kidneys because of so many years on hardcore psych meds. It destroys your kidneys, some of this medicine. It really does. He's been on it for so many years. And then the psychologist doesn't want to take him off the medicine because it's going to impact his mental status. And then his regular physician, the heart doctor, doesn't want him to go into heart failure, so they put him on water pills, but that also affects the kidney. It's like all his medicine works against each other for his other issues. It's like a disaster. But we've been dealing with that for a long time. But I want to get your before we go on to the Grace Randolph reaction vid. I want to ask you, what do you think of? I am honestly like, we are lucky to get any DC content. This isn't in. Forget the Snyderverse. I mean, don't forget it. I'm not forgetting it. I want it to continue. But forget anything going forward. I'm not sure of anything. Regardless of the Snyderverse continuing, it just seems like so weird. Sith Holocron is here. Thank you. It can feel like you're alone, but you're not. Hats off, Team Max. Stay strong and make sure you take care of yourself. Thank you, Sith Holocron. I really appreciate that. Chubby Teddy says Gotham Knights looks like fecal matter. Yeah, I don't like the trash things. I honestly don't. But I'm like, what the hell is this? And that's like, how did this sneak out? How did this project, after all the other cancellations, like, I think I would just from this image, I think I'd rather see the Wonder Twins movie. I'd rather see the Wonder Twins than this Gotham Knights. I mean, this is what the first image you're going to get is that this is supposed to be the most enticing, right? So it just looks like Riverdale or something. I don't know. And I'm not against that either, but when you look at Gotham Knights, the video game, or some of the characters, am I missing something, RJ? Like, shouldn't this be Batgirl, Red Hood, Nightwing? I don't get it. I don't get the way they're going. Well, that's not, RJ, you don't know that either. You're reaching just as much. You're reaching with this comment just as much as people that say that it's 100% going to continue and it's inevitable. Oh, thank you. As long as I have my chubby, I'll be fine. Let her know that. As long as I got my chubby on a stream, I got a full chub on it. Sorry. As long as I got a chubby going on my stream, I will make it through, Chubby Teddy. I really appreciate that. What does this mean? This is why I want you on the stream, RJ. Zaslav is okay with Gotham Knights, and that should tell you something. What does that tell me? That doesn't make me feel good at all. I'm like, no, I don't know if he's okay with it. I think it just slipped through. I think it got the okay to go to series before other things. Yeah, what's worse than a CW DC show one that doesn't have anything to do with the other CW TV shows, because that's part of the fun of the CW TV shows. I mean, where does this fit in after they sold off CW? This does not look, I'm going to start saying HBO minus. It's not to the max. It's not plus. It's HBO. Is this going to go on HBO Max? What the hell? I don't see where it fits. It's like, it looks worse than the CW content we've got already. And I'm not a hater of CW content. Yes. The CW isn't allowed to use those characters. What? You'll be there in a second. Dark Lineal, I appreciate that. Someone definitely needs their cheeks beaten for this. I just don't get it. To lecture you. All right, you're gonna come on to lecture me. Yes, I'm saying we're lucky that we're getting Black Adam, we're getting Shazam 2. We're lucky that that's coming out. Thank God Black Adam already filmed before Zaslav got there. And I'm not fear-mongering. And I don't think he says, yeah, exactly, William. When are people come up with a new trigger line? They love to say that. I don't think it means it's dead. Maybe he's making funds to continue to do the good projects. Maybe he's trimming the fat with all the supplemental bullshit. But then, if that were true, how did Gotham Knights get here? William says, I wouldn't bet on Gotham Knights having a long life that it doesn't get Well, maybe we'll be surprised. Maybe it'll be as good as Krypton or Pennywell or something else, but I just don't see it. I know I'm very depressed. I look at what Marvel's doing with the Disney Plus shows, and they look amazing. I mean, can comparison? Forget about it. I know people are critical of Marvel, but if you're going to compare the two, what we're getting from Disney Plus and Marvel, oh my God, over this bullshit? I mean, where is this going? This isn't going on CW. It's going to go on HBO Max, right? They don't own the CW. What the hell is this? Unless the new owner of CW is going to air it on theirs, and I don't get it. All that time we've been told about J.J. Abrams projects and Green Lantern. What the hell? It does learn. Listen, DC does it. We all deserve better. Snyderverse fans or not. Yeah, there's the. So how does this Batgirl, Black Adam, Aqua 2, Shazam fit into? I mean, no. The problem is, Dark Lineal, there's not a plan, and I don't know if. Doesn't really seem like Zaslav has. At least he hasn't revealed it yet. His plan isn't really much, except focus on main characters and cut supplemental bullshit. But I would be shocked if anything new project gets greenlit immediately. It may be years before we get a new greenlit project. For anything. For any DC project. You know, this might be the reason that the other reason they put the other slate of DC movies to next year. Because they're not greenlighting shit for a long time. Is that good? Potentially. And I mean, the only thing I could see that's going to get greenlit right away would be like Joker 2. Like, that's a shoo-in. Low budget, award consideration, and if there's a strong story. The only thing I see that's really going to get a green light is something like that. Senior Nerd, I'm confused. Is this a show where Diggle is teaching young adults how to be super? I don't know. Let me see. Murdoch J, the CW has given us great seasons of Arrow, Flash, and now Superman Lois. I'm going to give a show a chance, and hopefully it's better. I like Titans. This looks like nowhere in the level of Titans. I'm concerned about Titans. I hope we get a final season of Titans. All right, hold on. Here's RJ. RJ.
Oh, hold on. My audio is being weird. Hello?
Yeah, well, I can hear you good.
Okay, thank you.
No, I'm honestly... hey, if you're coming in, remember to smash the like button. This is a test to make sure YouTube doesn't cuck the live stream. I shouldn't make jokes like that. I'm just kidding. I don't
Well,
like this.
well,
I
at
don't
least-
even
at
like
least
this.
now we're all under the same pretense that the Snyderverse is officially dead.
No one's under that pretense. I'm saying in general, I don't know what he's going to do.
I'm just glad that we're accepting that it's time to cope.
Oh, is this what
It's
you
time
came
for
on?
healing, and we can now move on with our lives. And look
I'm
forward
not
to what's
moving on
coming
from
next
nothing. I want
in
to
the
see
Zaslav
Superman.
era.
Listen,
You will. It'll be a new actor, though.
No, I don't need to see Zack Snyder come back, but I want to see a continuation of the Justice League.
You will.
I want
It'll
to
be a
see
reboot.
Cavill. I want to see. Shut the hell up. I want to see Cavill come back, and I would like to see Darkseid come back. If the Batman Batfleck is the finale with the Flash, I will take the context of it to see if it's executed well. But if it's true about that,
Are you ready
spoiler
for
warning
DC
that
reboot?
No, if
That's
anything,
what you're getting. That's what
no,
you're
they're
getting.
not
After
going to even.
Flash. They're rebooting. They're rebooting.
Come on, RJ.
They're rebooting. They are.
Remember the end sequence rumor about Flash saying to
Yeah, he goes into a
And he
brand
says, "We
new
need you."
rebooted universe with the hint of maybe
no
one day we'll revisit it.
what does he reach out to Batfleck and say? We need you.
No,
Or
Batfleck reaches out to him.
Yes, but who knows if they keep that though? Who knows?
That's what I'm saying. They could easily cut that.
No, I didn't. I checked his
Listen,
troll.
none of these movies matter. None of these movies really
I
matter.
don't know what the hell's going on, but it's a disaster.
No, I'm saying
right now.
none of these new movies matter because they don't have to commit to it.
Before we react to Grace, this is a thing I'm trying to call two topics with two people, maybe. Let's look at this. How can you explain this? What the hell is this? Where is this going to air? Is this going to be HBO Max?
CW and HBO Max.
Why? This looks horrible.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, it looks worse than the quality of CW. It looks like worse than Batwoman. To me,
Welcome to the Zaslav era. This is
do you really think that's a sign of what?
Why would Zaslav let this go through the cracks?
I don't
all
know.
These other CW shows, and he canceled Wonder Twins.
Well,
let this go through.
Well, Wonder Twins didn't even film anything yet, right?
Yeah, but all these CW shows were ongoing. They still had Legends of Tomorrow was still going on.
This show already had a pilot filmed and got a season order before I think he took over.
Powerpuff Girls got a pilot order, but that show hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
They didn't have to greenlight the show, move forward with it.
And what the hell is the timing with this announcement right after the upfront? Like, why did this come out yesterday? It's so freaking weird.
Because it's a CW show. It's a big superhero tentpole show on a network known for superhero content, and they want something.
So
big
even
and
though they're
boisterous.
selling CW, it's going to be on there.
Yes.
DC, they're still doing DC content on there.
Yes.
They just want.
They're just going to change what kind of content it is. It's going to be new shows. This being one of them. This being probably.
And you think this is going to be on HBO Max?
Yes, like Superman and Lois. Yes.
Now, Superman and Lois is decent. I like that show. I have to catch up with it.
Well, yeah, I mean that's your new Superman for a while.
No, but I was, you know how we were hoping. I'm really concerned with the end of Titans, the budget.
Titans is probably ending. Titans is probably ending within the next season.
Right. I hope they at least could do a good finale because I enjoy that show. It has its problems.
Well, considering the Titans always drops the ball in the second half of their seasons, I'm not, I don't know.
But their budget finally went up last season. That's probably going to go back down, right?
It depends. They already probably have a set budget because this happened pre-merger, so I'm sure the production design and quality will be the same. It's the writing that's always been an issue with that show.
Well, the Watcher says it's funny they got a game called Gotham Knights that has brand potential, and then Zaslav screws it over with this show.
Oh, no, he did. He did screw over the brand potential because now the Gotham names is being sullied with the show. When it could have made for a great branding with that new video game.
Right. This Gotham Knights
has
nothing to do with the superhero Gotham Knights.
Nope, and it's very confusing.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, is it going to have some of the super, like Batgirl? It doesn't have any of them, right? Red Hood.
No, it has. The only notable characters are Harper Row and Stephanie Brown. That's it. Everyone else is original characters made up for the show.
Firelord Azula. I feel like people just want to talk a bunch of crap. Nothing has shown me that none of these new DC movies are important. People just get on. They're not important.
That's the thing. These movies do not matter because here's the thing: Black Adam, Shazam 2, Aquaman 2, Flash. They are all the remnants of an old regime that's out the door. Okay? Nothing, and I repeat, nothing that they set up or build do they have to continue.
Well,
So why should I care?
Listen,
why
I'm
should
not.
I care?
I'm not.
No,
yeah,
I'm asking you. Why should I care?
No, I understand. Like, I'm gonna be happy just to see Black Adam. I'm gonna be happy if I ever.
But why
see
should
the
I
Flash.
care? Because I don't even know they're going to continue with that character.
Well, if it does good, honestly,
There's no guarantee it's going to do good, though.
No, I'm glad we get that movie because remember I asked you last night, what if Black Adam doesn't film yet? Who knows?
Oh, it would have been canceled.
But Watcher, I'm not ready to say that, but I don't.
He's
really
going
think
to be.
There,
I'm
don't
telling
think
you
there
right now,
is
he's
a
going
plan.
to be.
I don't really think there is a plan, and be happy to get what you get. Like, happy that there is a Blue Beetle movie and a Batgirl movie that we get to see. Blue Beetle start filming, right?
Yeah, it's already started filming. Now.
Okay. Be happy for what you get, honestly. But I'm not saying it doesn't mean there's not a continuation possibility. It's just I just don't know anymore. And I'm just going to be happy to get what I get. Because I am not in the situation where I'm done with Kate movies. I am loving it. I watched Shang-Chi again, RJ.
I watched it today, too.
Oh, my dear Lord. The IMAX Enhance is beautiful.
Oh, it is. It's a great
I
movie.
think
It's
I
hold
think
up
I
very
like
well.
it better than Black Panther.
I don't know about that.
Because
I
overall,
haven't rewatched Black Panther
the
in a
action
while.
sequences are overall better than Black Panther.
That I can agree with.
I
Yeah.
think Chadwick Boseman has a better acting ability, but overall the story and the intensity with what's his name, Killmonger, and the actor that played him was very intense. But overall, the movie as a whole is better product than there. It's so great to see practical fighting in a Marvel movie too. There's a lot of that. Of course, there's CG characters in the back, but it's just so beautiful. I love that movie. I'm gonna watch the ending again. I started at the end, the second half. I watched it, and then you know what I did? I started at the beginning again. I'm like, what do I want to watch? What do I want to watch? All right, so
things are not good right now, and the reason why.
I honestly,
hey, remember who told you like about 3-4 months ago, maybe that I said this is not going to go the way you think, and
no,
DC
I didn't
and
say you were
fans
wrong.
Should be like a little concerned with a guy who's prioritizing profits
hope,
over anything else.
If there's nothing, here's what I'm thinking, and this I don't have all these cutoff points. If it doesn't get announced by here, but if you don't start getting new projects announced by the end of this year, it's going to be a couple years before you get anything. And
and to answer that question, the reason I'm saying none of these movies are important, no one's told me that. It's what the studio is basically kind of inferring to me. They're basically telling me, don't regard any of what's come before. We are going in here with a clean slate and doing what we want to do with these properties, and we have a different plan. So the previous regime who made these other movies that are still supposed to come out, they don't matter because they're no longer making the decisions.
Listen, I don't even care if I get a sequel now. I just want to see the movie. Because that's honestly where I'm at. Like, I want to see a Black Adam and a Blue Beetle movie, and who knows if they even get sequels. And be happy we get a Shazam 2 because that's already filmed.
Yeah, we're probably not getting a Shazam 3.
Aquaman 2 and 3 probably going to happen. Wonder Woman 3 will probably happen. But other than that, I just don't know.
You hope so. You hope so, but who knows?
But I honestly don't see how you say we're focusing on Superman and then people do the leap of logic and say, well, it's not this Superman. We just don't know.
Well,
we don't know.
Have they given any indication that it is Henry Cavill?
They haven't given any indication of who it is. Who knows if there hasn't been forward momentum on the other Superman projects either besides writing it. But that how many projects are written and don't go to fruition? Okay.
No, I know. We'll see.
Well, this is a short stream, so let's watch the Grace video. Go on to better things.
Nothing to do. Yeah, we can talk about the actual better universe right now, Marvel.
No. I mean, there's concerns here too, but nothing on the level of DC, though. There's concerns here, but actually, let's just get that off there. Okay, let's watch Grace for a little bit. And I want to see if this stream stays live.
Well, let's hope it does. I really hope it does.
For years, literally since 2020, I got the receipts to prove it. That Daredevil is joining the MCU, and more recently that his series will live again
Has
on
she been saying it for years? I guess.
Yeah, she has.
Okay.
Yeah, she has longer than even Still and Mikey were.
Well, I don't know. They've been saying it for a long time too.
Disney Plus. In fact, a lot of people have been saying that recently. It's become one of the worst kept secrets in the MCU. Yesterday, it became official, though. Well, sort of, as Marvel refuses to confirm the loophole.
No, I know that, William, but it just doesn't seem like it doesn't. It seems like he is.
He's already kind of set. He set the tone for what his business practices are. It's just a matter of how do we implement these business practices
as fans of both DC and I'm a fan of HBO Max. I've been enjoying my HBO Max subscription.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think there's reason to be concerned. I mean, I'm not saying we should lose our minds yet, but I mean, I got reasons to be a little concerned.
Right, I have a subscription to HBO Max since it launched. I enjoy that platform. I enjoy all the things that comes to it. I'm going to need to see something new. Disney is announcing new projects or progress on old projects. There's not an event yet that says if anything, any of the other projects are going forward. Even
they got more exciting things on the horizon, honestly.
I mean, even in Penguin and Catwoman, I'm concerned about.
I mean, I think Penguin.
No, I am concerned. Not that there's not a good opportunity for them. But I just don't know. Honest, I'm not. Listen, I like what Matt Reeves set up. I think there's lots of opportunities there on the level of Peacemaker. I'm just concerned.
I think that because Zaslav has talked up the Batman so much to the press and to the investors, they're gonna move forward.
Where did he prop that up?
He said that in many interviews. He's highlighted the Batman success. He even talked about CinemaCon.
I don't know if it's going to continue that way. Like I said, it's not going to be HBO Max. It's going to be HBO minus to me. If we don't,
because they're already limiting the budget for those HBO Max projects, they're decreasing the amount of money going into their shows and movies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
The company wasn't buried on. Listen, if they don't get constant new subs and they don't deliver consistent content, it's going to be rough for them. You know what it should. You know what? Honestly. They should slash budgets and work on getting worldwide with this app. That will help, honestly. If they're going to do that, Zaslav should finally get into other regions because we have like in MME International, there's still people like Rambo Man can't get HBO Max.
I actually do agree with Firelord Azula. I do think Peacemaker so far has been superior to a lot of the Marvel Disney Plus shows. I will agree with that.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's going to help either. Listen. The Hamada-verse is bullshit, too. Look at all the Wonder Twins they were greenlighting. That was all under Hamada. And Zaslav, said, what the hell is this? Even with the, that wasn't Hamada, but that was Emmerich that greenlit Cry Macho and stuff. A lot of stuff they greenlit was just bullshit. Emmerich and Hamada together. A lot of the stuff just doesn't make any sense. I mean, do you agree with Tony here, RJ, that that's not going to be any better? It seems like it was all over the place.
I mean, the problem was that we were waiting until this Flash movie came out to understand what the plan was, and now
but some of the stuff, was the DC healthy enough to greenlight both Blue Beetle and Wonder Twins? I don't think so.
No, of course not.
No, you need a healthy universe to greenlight that stuff. I'm happy we're getting Blue Beetle. But honestly, they need to get you need to get your foundations. As a builder, if you build things, you need to get your foundations in order, and then people will have more consumer confidence to do the supplemental stuff. We got 33 people watching. Smash the hell out of that like button.
Yeah. Not to spoil it, Max, but I did watch this video earlier today. She's going to say something that may result in a 1-hour rant from you. It's that bad.
Really?
Yeah, it's really bad.
All right, let's watch.
You may actually rant for 30 minutes straight about it. So I'm just going to keep quiet.
Tony, you're really liking my show lately. Does Tony want to get back? Do you want to...
Well, because he's proven... I think it's because he's stroking his ego a little bit because he was kind of proven right.
You want to come on the show? You want to come on? Do you want to come on then? Do you want to come on? Okay, we don't play the whole... Is that what's going on, Tony? You know what? I don't care anymore. if you want to come on, not that I don't care about you, but if you want to come on the show in the future, you're welcome. You know, I don't care anymore. I just if it gets too personal, I'll say, you know what, I don't want to hear about it. Honestly, there's not anything bad in this video. The watcher says.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Well, now you teased me. Grace, you tease. Let me see what you have to say.
Being that the show is still in development and not yet greenlit, and Marvel don't comment on stuff that's in development. But that didn't stop Variety from reporting that the writing team of Matt Corman and Chris Ord have been attached to write and executive produce the show, aka be the showrunners. Who? Exactly. They don't seem like great choices, to be honest. And we'll talk about them a little bit later in this video.
Oh, really? Do you agree with that?
I don't know. I've never seen their body of work. I mean, they wrote the Christmas movie Deck the Halls. So I think they could have done better, but I'm hoping that maybe it's still far out enough to where they can get someone to do some rewrites. So we'll see. I would have preferred if they would have got the original showrunner and writer from Netflix, but that's me personally.
Man, Chris has really turned heel on Grace. Listen, I still like Grace. Man, he's pissed off. She's not snobby. She's giving a hot take. That's what the internet is.
But first, let's talk about some positive stuff. Like, look what I found. I couldn't believe it. This is very exciting. Could we next see Stephen, Mark, and Jake on the Daredevil series? Maybe they need a good lawyer? I could definitely see that. But then that begs the question, how does the MCU keep the Daredevil show from being just too much like She-Hulk Attorney at Law? Do you need 2 law shows, right?
Yes,
a show which
That's
I
true.
told you.
You say yes.
Well, She-Hulk's something like Daredevil.
Well, Daredevil managed the balance perfectly.
Daredevil is more very dark and serious. She-Hulk has a lot of fourth wall breaking humor. It's more of a comedy show. They're very different in terms of tone. You separate the 2 characters, they can both be lawyers, just have them be separated by tone. It's very easy. The comics are doing this very well. It's really a non-issue.
Yeah, it's 2 different types of lawyer. Like, how many Law and Orders are there?
Yeah, it's like 50 different Law and Orders. I mean, it's really not that big a deal.
By the way, I've heard Matt Murdock will be appearing on. The Daredevil show could be a darker Marvel Knights type of show, and Moon Knight was on that original team. Oh, this gets great. This was Daredevil's team that he had formed to capture Punisher. That's how Marvel Knights, it's become like a brand.
Yeah, but are they going to do that again? Because they already dealt with him in Punisher in the Netflix series,
Well, we'll see. I don't know. They could do a lot of things with this.
They haven't really talked about Punisher coming back yet.
I don't think he's coming back.
Yeah, I think he will.
I think the political climate of the United States right now, they need to take that character on a bit of a break.
I don't think
I'm not saying it's fair. I'm not saying that's fair, but I think
that's another topic I was going to talk maybe for MME later, that Zaslav getting back with J.K. Rowling and Netflix saying, if you don't like it, leave. There is a change about all this these ultimatums that woke culture is having at these. It's not like, I'm not going all anti-SJW, RJ, but there is a turning point where they are saying enough is enough. We got to put funds first.
They're going where the money is. That's all
right.
Is.
So, you go woke, you go broke. Unfortunately, there is some. There is something really to it. There's not. Of course, it's hyperbolic, but there is some substance to that claim in certain situations.
I don't think it's really that much substance, but I do think that.
Is the opportunity to work with J.K. Rowling better than leaving her canceled? I don't know. Listen, I'm not a fan of her or what she says. I don't give a shit. She does write good product.
Oh, Tony has a scoop. About Titania in the show.
Ooh, thank you for the scoop, Tony. I like scoopers. Tony's getting into the business.
Well, he has to do something now that the Amico's dead.
Did she throw shade at Kingpin? I'm sorry.
Well, don't spoil the video, Chris. Don't spoil the video.
Man, you're spoiling.
No, it's not. He didn't spoil the worst part, though.
Okay.
name within Marvel, like a corner of the Marvel Comics universe, but it started out as an actual team with Daredevil, again, to capture Punisher, with Daredevil leading up the team, which consisted of Black Widow, Dagger, Moon Knight, Shang-Chi, and Luke Cage.
Ooh, Shang-Chi.
Oh my God.
They
Jessica
will never
Jones, I
put
think,
him on
could
that
end up
team.
on this team.
No, I know. I really hope we get Shang-Chi and Iron Fist though.
I think that's probably what the sequel will be. To be honest, I think it's.
And then we get what's her name, that Jessica Henwick that was on. I still want to watch Iron Fist season 2. Huh?
I said Colleen Wing.
I don't know her character name, Jessica Henwick. I think that's
That's why I said Colleen Wing.
Yeah. I hope she gets in it too because she's talented and she needs a win. She always gets attached to projects that don't do well. It's not her fault either. Like The Matrix Resurrections and.
As I've told you many times, that's Feige's other favorite Marvel Netflix show, and she could easily take Dagger's spot and be alongside Luke Cage, who of course she married and has a daughter with in the comics. So that would work out perfectly. I don't know if Shang-Chi would be on a Disney Plus show since he has his own movies, like his own movies that he stars in. Black Widow was on the Hawkeye show.
Although I haven't heard anything about Shang-Chi 2 lately.
They already announced it. Yeah, they're making it. It's just, it's got to come out. They're probably going to announce it at Comic-Con, to be honest, if I were to guess.
Oh, good. All right, when's Comic-Con?
And don't forget, there's also July. Don't forget, there's also the 10 Rings TV show with the Shang-Chi's sister.
That is going to be amazing. She was really talented in that. Even the young actors that played young Shang-Chi and his sister were amazing.
Yeah, no, they were good. They were good.
Florence Pugh is the new Black Widow. And then, of course, Captain America's flying into his own movie off of the series. So they might really be blurring the
I'm
line.
so disappointed.
I think Simu
Moon Knight
Liu would just be so happy.
Moon Knight is my least favorite on all these right here.
How?
Well, he's above Jessica Jones, but I'd rather see any of these other ones series come back. Honestly, I was that disappointed by Moon Knight.
What?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, you are out of your mind.
No, I don't think it's horrible or anything. I'm just like, my
not
expectations
that bad
were
of a
high.
show, man.
No, not that
bad.
bad. It wasn't great though. My expectations.
It was a
were
good
high.
show.
My expectations were high for Oscar.
That's your
Isaac.
fault then. That's your fault. Not the show's fault.
And the CG was not great there.
Happy that they were, they've greenlit Shang-Chi too. They've announced it, so he should feel pretty secure. But Simu Liu is a pretty cool guy. I think he'd be just happy to be playing more in the Marvel sandbox. So maybe they could use him. But I think that Wong would be fun to add too. Everybody loves Wong. But Marvel Knights, that could be our season 1 for a Daredevil series. Oh my God, that's fantastic. I mean, I don't think you could mess that up. So good for Corman.
So Grace basically said that the first season of Daredevil on Disney Plus should just be a team-up show. Okay. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Do you want it to be a cameo fest where it's just a bunch of heroes showing up, teaming up with Daredevil?
No.
That's what she's saying it should be. I don't know if I agree with that.
Horde. I mean, I think that's really excellent.
Why just do a Marvel?
It's getting very similar to Thunderbolts, though. The more stories they tell, the more they might start to all run together. But so far, we're all having a great time.
No.
What?
No, Grace, because Thunderbolts can be a team of villains teaming up. That can be their version of Suicide
Red
Squad.
Hulk.
Yeah, Red Hulk.
Deadpool.
Well, that's a modern version of the team, but you can make it be like villainous characters like Zemo and stuff, and have it be the Abomination, like have it be villains teaming up, and not have it be a series about street level heroes teaming up. But they're not that similar.
All right.
I mean,
I want to get to the point that's going to piss me off.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry.
And I also would tell you, don't be surprised if Daredevil looks a little different when you see him.
Really?
I'd heard that Marvel was considering using one of his
other
suits. I'm sworn to secrecy as to.
Wait.
I'm not sworn to secrecy. I can tell you right now what it is.
What?
It's up to you. It's spoilers.
Well, spoiler warning for if you don't. I mean, I'm not really concerned about the suit, but go ahead. Spoiler warning.
It's going to be the yellow and red suit from the original comics. His original first appearance. That'll be.
I'll have to wait and see the context. That doesn't thrill me.
It's the one at the very end. The last one.
Yeah.
That's the one you're getting.
Okay, for sure.
It's like I'm like based on what I've been told, it's like a 99%. I'm like 99% sure.
Okay.
Like that's the suit you're getting in She-Hulk.
All right.
Which one? But you can probably guess. In his MCU
Yeah, it's very
debut,
easy to
and they
guess.
still might decide to go that route. Remember, the suits always got to look a little different from project to project for the posters and the toys. So I'm excited. I'm very excited about this. Although we'll talk about what happened with Kingpin in a moment too, because he became very comics accurate, and that was a disaster. All right, so what is the path to Daredevil? Well, of course, it started with Kingpin on Hawkeye, which really blew up in our faces, and then Matt
Why?
Murdock.
Well, I didn't
Well,
like.
she really hated it. Like she really.
No. I
hated
liked
it.
Matt Murdock's cameo in No Way Home better.
That
than
was
I liked
much better.
Kingpin.
That was better.
Well, part of it was Vincent.
Well, they
D'Onofrio
cut out
lost
most of
weight.
Vincent D'Onofrio scenes too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't see the Hawkeye deleted scenes?
No.
Oh, look them up when you can. There's like they cut
Okay.
out Hawkeye's entire backstory. They cut out all of Vincent D'Onofrio's introduction.
Really?
scenes.
Wow.
They
Are
cut
they going to
out.
do anything with that in the future?
Nope.
That's so disappointing. Like,
Well, they might
what-
if they do a season 2. I don't know, but like they cut out like there's an entire 15 to 20 minute scene where it was Hawkeye's backstory with his mom, and they cut it out.
Part of it was I think he was wearing a fat suit too. Like,
Well, he's lost weight, but
no,
like
but
his
there's
Kingpin
something
was
with
never
that.
big and fat.
No, I know, but he's thick before. He felt that intensity too in the character. Not that you need it.
I didn't
But-
need it though because his acting was so good. That's all I ever needed from him.
Well, some of
the
the scenes were like, I honestly, Kingpin against Kate Bishop should have been more intense.
Well,
honestly.
listen, there are some issues.
I'm not saying a woman.
I
can't be over on
wasn't a huge
Kingpin.
fan of the Hawkeye finale, so I get it.
Yeah.
I understand. I didn't love it, but I mean, I'm not losing my mind here saying it's the end of the world.
No, it's not the end of the world. It could have been better.
Murdock showing up
yeah.
in No Way Home, and will continue, I hear, with an appearance on She-Hulk. Although they are cutting stuff left and right these days, not just for the pandemic, but for creative weird reasons. Like they sure took the scissors to Multiverse of Madness.
She's still on with
I heard
that.
that he was going to be on She-Hulk, and then
Is she wrong though? I mean, there's lots of sources that said. they did.
She doesn't know, man. She doesn't know.
No, I mean some of it was like stuff they intend.
Well, she's acting like there's like a better cut of the movie. Like that's
Well,
the version
there's
they wanted to
rumors
make.
that they had stand-ins in case they could get people.
The
to
only
do
cameo
something.
that was truly cut was Balder the Brave, played by Daniel Craig, because Daniel Craig couldn't make it to the shoot because of COVID, so they chose just to cut that out and put in Reed Richards instead. That's
All
the
right.
only
Hey, we
big
got
thing that I know they
37
got
people
cut.
watching. Can you smash the like button? Listen,
Hey, Will
Tony,
Wallace, sell me
this is-
some of
this-
those Daredevil Funkos, man.
Tony, this is where I disagree with you. It is not hard to have sources, especially when you're as prevalent. as
Well,
Freight.
doesn't it sound though that she's
But
kind of
this-
just like making the obvious?
I mean,
comments,
she
though?
probably has.
Like,
people
like
that- Well,
everyone
someone-
knows that
listen,
Daredevil's getting a new costume. Everyone already knew that he was going to be
I
in
worked
this and that.
with as an influencer before with my wife, where companies send stuff, they tell you when things are going to happen. Just like
Wait, you
obviously
used to be
she
an
knows,
insider.
not a big one for like toys and stuff. So we knew stuff, and they give you little hints, and they're like, be on social media this time, and hint this, hint that. Just like she did the tweet with the green heart, you're gonna want to watch the upfront. That helps them. So of course she has insiders. It's like she doesn't have to guess. I mean,
Well,
she
I'm
could
sure
be
she
guessing.
does.
She doesn't have to. She knows stuff. But the thing is, things change all the time, and these companies use influencers, and sometimes they
No,
change
so
their
they
mind,
do,
and
they do.
they're not going to be worried if they change their mind. They're going to let the influencer take the brunt of that. They don't
I
care.
will say, I think going forward, Marvel's going to have to crank down their security. That much is for sure.
Oh. Well, they use it for free press too, though.
Yeah, but it
Uh,
almost
word
ruined
is-
Doctor Strange too, though. So I don't know.
Echo, which just started filming, by the way, is going to lean heavily into the Marvel Netflix shows. She has that direct relationship to Kingpin, and so he'll definitely show up on her show. What happened in that cliffhanger ending on Hawkeye? And then Daredevil, I hear, is going to show up too. And then that will probably lead into his series, his Disney Plus series. So that sounds
Wait,
great.
what?
It's an exciting path.
That's
Here
very
we come.
obvious, though.
But what are the concerns? Yes, there are. I'm
Wait,
afraid,
hold on.
concerns.
Okay, she's going to get the concerns, but what Rachel Ziegler, Snow White?
Oh,
my
yeah.
goodness.
The first look at Snow White leaked.
Is it bad?
No, it looks good. She looks just like the cartoon character.
Oh, he's saying, "Oh my Disney," but there's no
No,
door.
no, it's love. He's very happy.
Oh, okay. But there's no dwarves, right? Because of,
No, I don't think so. No, there won't be any
because
dwarves.
of
Peter
huh?
Dinklage's comments, they said, yeah, no dwarves.
That's
They're
very.
gonna do like
Listen,
magical
I
creatures instead or
really
something
like
that.
Peter Dinklage, but he is very hypocritical of how he got to his career. He wouldn't have got there if he didn't take those roles.
But
Honestly,
shouldn't you want the industry to be better? I mean, I don't know.
oh
It's more
yeah,
of a
yes.
conversation.
There's an in between there though.
I mean, I
where
understand
he
the
would-
comment too, where some
he
people,
wouldn't have
some
got where
little,
he's at
some
if
little
he
people
didn't
were
do it
also
too.
upset, saying that he
It's
caused them not to get
basically
work.
I'm the last in line to do this, and everyone else has got to be better than what I did. Honestly, he used the industry too to get
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's a touchy subject. I mean, I'm not sure what the answer is when it comes to that, but it is certainly interesting, something to think about.
Like, who the heck are these guys? USAs. Covert affairs from a decade ago is their biggest credit to date. That's
Really?
concerning.
No,
they're
I
far
agree.
from
That
for
is concerning. A decade ago,
It wasn't a
USA
decade
show?
ago. It was like 2010 to like 20. Well, actually, I guess that is a decade ago. Yeah, 2010 to 2014.
that is weird that they would get this project. Should be the one of the highest profile on Disney Plus.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they're just writing the initial pitch and like the idea. Maybe someone else will come in. I don't know.
Sure, from
I will
Stephen
say
S.
I understand the concerns. I do get the concerns. So
Yeah.
and Drew Goddard, who forged Daredevil into the best Marvel Netflix show. I mean, those guys aren't a slam dunk necessarily either. Lord knows Stephen S. Donati's been fired and / quit off so many things at this point, but he's still talented. And so why not bring those people back? That's weird. Why not be like, I know they're not doing anything.
Oh, really?
Call them up. Also, Kingpin translated so poorly to the MCU. This was one instance where being more comics accurate did not work out, with Vincent D'Onofrio's chilling and brutal Kingpin becoming cartoonish and
I agree with her there. I'm not saying it was a trash fire, but it just the intensity was just not there for me. And it wasn't Von Vincent's, it's just the setting and the context of the scenes. It just wasn't there for me. I didn't even feel like Kate Bishop's mom was in real danger either with him.
I disagree with that.
I didn't even feel, I've got to rewatch it, especially the last couple episodes.
Well, the last episode I did not like at all in Hawkeye.
What?
I think the finale let that show down.
Chris, we're getting to a point where we can't be critical of anything. She's not saying it's a dumpster fire. She just said it did not translate well. I mean, in comparison, we can compare what we got already. It just wasn't there for me. And I still was happy to see him. But here's what a question I want to ask all you viewers. Were you happy to see him because you're happy about the possibilities or the context of what we got there? And I think
I was more excited about the possibilities than the actual.
Yeah, I was more happy to see him for the possibilities of the future than actually the context of what you get there. And when you do it, if you do it right.
But again, they cut out so many of his best scenes.
Yeah, but if you do it right, you should be happy with what you get at that moment and not, it's going to be better. This is just like the Sony verse. Whenever you get something, it's like, what's going to happen in the future? Shit's going to happen in the future. You have to make it work then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's talking about the writers. He was too goofy. Even Andrew says he was too goofy, and he likes Spider-Man 3. I'm just kidding. I like Spider-Man 3 too, Andrew.
That's right. I said it because it's true. Hopefully, we made a big enough stink about that on social media that it doesn't happen again. But I don't know. There's always some Marvel fan who's like, but I loved it. Don't listen to
that. Gave ammo to all the anti-SJWs that women beat men. Look at that. Look at that little look. That is not believable that she could do that.
Oh my God. Are we really going to complain about that?
Yes, I'm saying. Well, listen, I don't think even a man that size could do that to Kingpin.
Listen, it wasn't about physicality in how she beat Kingpin.
Yes!
How she outsmarted him.
Look at this
he underestimated her. That was the whole point.
Look at this little picture of her. What does she do? Flip him in that scene? I can't remember.
Well, she flips him, yeah, and she didn't beat him though. She didn't beat him. It took her outsmarting him.
even a man at that stature, and I shouldn't say it like that, not a man or a woman at that stature doing that move to Kingpin, I don't think is believable based on what we've seen him do in the Netflix series. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. Doesn't seem plausible. And I'm not on the women,
Max
cucking
better go
men
full
or
Phantom
being
Menace.
switched. No, I'm not. This is where you're starting to piss me off. You can't go, he needed her alive to control the mom. Okay, that's an interesting point, Tony. Okay. Let me see what else Tony says. I like the context. I feel it was done not blatant. It was subtle, and many missed the point of Kingpin. All right, I'll rewatch it. Now that type of thing, he was playing games with Kate. Do you get that perspective?
Yeah,
Tony's
I can see that.
Tony's given some interesting insight there. So that type of criticism I can appreciate.
Oh,
Like,
you know
okay,
I'm messing. You know I'm messing. Come on.
all right.
Kevin Feige, and we're like, come on, like 90% of us are, I mean, maybe not 90, 70%. And that's a fair conservative estimate. Did not care for that portrayal of the character. Feige let Jake Lockley kill a whole bunch of people, though, on Moon Knight, so maybe it'll be okay. One has to wonder also, is this going to be the Netflix Kingpin and Daredevil?
Yeah, he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt. What the hell?
Yeah, it's in the comics. Vincent D'Onofrio handpicked that. That's what he wanted.
Okay. All right.
Are these, based on what we've seen with Kingpin, MCU variants? Are they, was what happened in Netflix a different universe, and these are now MCU variants? That would certainly explain Kingpin. Matt Murdock looked pretty much the same in No Way Home, but his scene was incredibly short.
Vincent D'Onofrio already said he
let's
basically
see
was
what
playing the
happens
same
there.
character he played on Netflix. So,
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah.
Word is the entire Daredevil cast will return, but how creative are they being with the definition
Oh
of
boy,
entire?
here we go. Here we go.
And again, the whole creative team behind the camera is going to be different, which again scares me. But let's talk about the Daredevil cast. Does that include Wilson Bethel's Bullseye, who was getting so good and just about to take off with his own storyline before Netflix Marvel shows blew up? Kevin Feige killed them. That's too. Yeah, I would be too bad for Wilson Bethel. He did an excellent job.
Yeah,
and I really liked
liked him.
Elodie Young as Elektra. But if I'm being honest with you, like totally honest, I can see the MCU replacing both of them. I think we can do a little bit better. And
Do you think that's fair? I like them. I honestly, I think the Bullseye was better than Elektra.
I love
Elektra was
Elodie Young as Elektra, so I
Really?
don't recast her. Yeah, I really liked her. As
I mean,
Elektra.
I liked her. I'm not sure. I think I do, but do you think she can be improved on with a better actress?
No, Elodie Young's a great actress. I mean, like,
Okay.
I don't understand what the problem is.
I don't have any problem with them at all, and I would be co-sign that too if they brought them back. But
Yeah, wait till you see the next part, though.
really, I think when they say everyone, I think they're probably just going to keep Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio, Deborah Ann Wool, and Eldon Henson as the heart of
I think so too.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Okay.
the show. And I think that I'm okay with that. And I think most of you would be okay with that. Like, be honest. I think you'd be okay with that. I think replacing everybody else would be fine. Replacing any of those four, I think would feel weird. I mean, I think we can do a bit better than John Bernthal's Punisher. Because, I mean, you think of the Marvel Knight setup.
What? Wait. What
Yeah.
did you say?
She's saying that they should recast John Bernthal's Punisher.
Oh, Grace. No. Well. Oh my God. Are you
She's saying
serious?
that she said we can do better than John Bernthal's Punisher.
You cannot do better than John Bernthal's Punisher. Oh my dear Lord. Look at that intensity. That is the worst take ever.
I told you she
I'm
had a
gonna
really
do-
bad take in this video.
I am going to do a clip out of this, Grace. I'm sorry. One of your worst takes ever. No.
Listen to what she says, though.
What does she say? Okay.
Go back by like 10 seconds.
Like, are they going to be hunting John?
Okay.
Would feel weird. I mean, I think we can do a bit better than John Bernthal's Punisher. Because, I mean, you think of the Marvel Knight setup and you're like, are they going to be hunting John Bernthal? And I'm like, I think we can do a little better. I mean, I wouldn't be upset if John Bernthal returned, but if I were Kevin Feige, I'd ask my casting team to draw me up a list of potential replacements. And if I could,
I told you.
Thank God, Grace. Thank God Grace isn't in charge because can do a little bit better. Wow.
Like,
Grace.
honestly, I want to know who she thinks could do a better job than him. I would really love to know. Because, like, he's a great
I mean,
actor.
I like the Punisher from the movie with John Travolta. He was okay, but better.
What's his name? Thomas Jane.
Yeah, Thomas Jane was all right.
Yeah, it was good.
We can do a little bit better.
Yeah, I don't like that comment at all.
He's one of the best cast of all time for superheroes.
Yeah, he's quite good.
Couldn't find someone better, then I'd call up John Bernthal and not let him know that
If I couldn't find someone better, woo! Oh my dear Lord, Grace, I'm gonna DM her on this one.
Considered replacing him. And we can definitely do a better Leland Owsley as AKA Owl. That was not done very well at all. Typhoid Mary, while I respected the performance in Iron Fist, it's like so muted from the comic book version that we should definitely redo that.
I do agree with that. I do agree with that. Typhoid Mary is such a big, important character. The way she was handled in Iron Fist, I really didn't like. So if they wanted to recast that, that's what I'm saying. Nobody remembered or knew that was Typhoid Mary.
Was it season 2 of Iron Fist?
It might have been. I don't remember.
Because I didn't watch season 2 yet.
Yeah,
I actually just updated my Disney Plus last night so I could see mature content, so I could finally finish Punisher season 2, and then I want to watch Luke Cage, and I want to watch, Iron Fist season 2.
Yeah.
So I think
I would totally be okay with them recasting Typhoid Mary. Like, that's okay to me. Like, I wouldn't be upset at that.
The argument, by the way, for making those 4 core characters variants, because that would explain all these other casting changes. Sometimes it's the same actor, sometimes it's not, as we've learned from Loki and other show, and No Way Home, etc., and Multiverse of Madness.
Now I'm gonna have a question for
Multiverse of Madness. It was always the same actor in Multiverse of Madness. It's like only Spider-Man, and I guess they still haven't made it very clear. I guess it's whatever the casting and the producing team wants to do. Now, other Daredevil villains that Netflix didn't get to are Lady Bullseye. I could see them doing Lady Bullseye. And Mr. Fear. Sure, that's a ripoff on Scarecrow, but a perfect adversary for the man without fear. Finally, if Jessica Jones gets to stay, let's get David Tennant's Kilgrave, a.k.a. the Purple Man, back.
Well, yeah, I think anyone that's going to want Tennant back for sure. But do you think she's coming? Jessica Jones was just okay for me.
I think the first season was great, and after that, I think it kind of just lost its way a little bit. Yeah. If I'm gonna be honest,
because that was.
But I want to see Christian Ritter come back. I think she's excellent in the role.
A brilliant job, and clearly still has so much to offer. Who says no to more David Tennant? I was surprised they said no to more to him in the Marvel Netflix Jessica Jones 2nd and 3rd season. All right, so anyway, this all sounds very promising. What do you think? Who would you keep? Who would you recast? And do you want them to do Marvel Knights right off?
She's being realistic that there's not 100% of the cast coming back because, honestly, if you need any context, 100% of the creative team behind the camera isn't coming back. So there's just...
but the leap in there being like, okay, they're going to recast guys. Let's recast John Bernthal's Punisher. Okay, that's a little too far.
Well, Tony says Purple Man is too powerful for the MCU. You think? Do you agree with him there?
They could nerf them. They nerf all the characters in some ways.
Senior Nerd says Typhoid Mary was Marvel's Harley Quinn, but a whole lot crazier. Really?
Oh, Typhoid Mary's crazy. She's a great character. They really should do something with her.
Chris said if they recast Punisher, he wouldn't want. That would be horrible press if they bring back Punisher and don't bring back Bernthal. They might as well not bring back Bernthal at this point.
That's what I'm saying. They wouldn't bother bringing back.
Bring back Punisher if they don't bring back Bernthal.
That's what I'm saying. Like I honestly don't think they're gonna put themselves in that position, like at all. I think it would be just too disastrous.
Hey, we have 46 people watching. Smash the like button. Make sure YouTube's not broken. Break the smash button.
Well, you have to wait till after the video goes live though to see if it's broken. To be fair.
All right.
Off the bat, or are there other storylines you'd like to see adapted? I think leaning more towards the superhero angle will help now, especially because they have got that sweet MCU Disney Plus budget. And again, you can't make it seem too much like the She-Hulk Attorney at Law show. 2 legal shows. That's crazy. All right, so what do you think? Share your thoughts down below. Subscribe today. And of course, as always, you can check out some more videos right now.
That's all right, Grace. Maybe later. All right. Well, thank you for watching this quick stream. We're right at the hour. I
already
have one
over?
final question for RJ in the chat, and it's going to be a doozy.
Mm-hmm.
You only can have one. The
Okay.
Marvel shows that we've had so far on Disney Plus up to this point, or the Netflix catalog, and the other is erased from existence. Which one would you keep?
That's a tough question to ask.
Right. Up to this point, not for future shows. Up to this point, you can only have one. The other is leaving. There, you'll never see it again. It doesn't exist. It's getting Thanos snapped.
I really don't know.
I would probably go with the Netflix. Up to this point.
But I only really loved Daredevil though. I only liked one of those shows.
Punisher?
That's all right. It's not as good as Daredevil though. I mean, Daredevil's the cream of the crop. I mean, that's one of the best shows ever. I mean, that's tough.
What's more rewatchable too? I even enjoyed Iron Fist. Luke Cage season 1. You just said Jessica Jones season 1.
Well, yeah,
We've only got listen. We got multiple seasons of these shows. Probably more episodes too for the Netflix.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
We got more seasons, more episodes, better storylines in a lot of them. Really good villains, better villains. Kingpin, Cottonmouth, the Jessica Jones villain. We got Bullseye. There were better villains in the Netflix shows. Who were the villains in the?
I don't know if we got better villains per se. I mean, Diamondback wasn't great in Luke Cage. None of the Netflix villains were that stand out except for the Purple Man and Kingpin. That was really about it.
No, I'm not saying the entire MCU, Enosh. I'm saying the Disney Plus MCU shows, not the MCU movies. The MCU movies, forget about it. There's no way.
Well, yeah. He's talking about the Disney Plus shows thus far.
Up to this
That's
point,
what you're talking about.
Enosh. That's the question. You have to answer before we go, RJ. You have to pick one.
I don't know. I can't really pick, man.
No, you have. That's not the game. It's not actually going to happen. You have to pick one.
I mean, like I said, I
not on future shows.
Yes, just based on the ones we've gotten thus far.
In a lot of these are their first season. Probably some of them may be only season. So the first season of Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Punisher on Netflix compared to the first seasons of the Disney Plus offerings up to this point, I think I would go Netflix. It would hurt
though, because I'm gonna have to lean towards Disney. No, I don't know, because that would mean losing Daredevil, and I love Daredevil. I really can't pick.
You have to pick. We're not ending the stream till you pick.
I have to think that. I really am conflicting. I don't think I can decide because, like, I loved WandaVision. I really liked Falcon Winter Soldier. I loved Loki. I mean, Loki was an amazing show that I like. I couldn't lose that show either. I
enjoyed Iron Fist. It was fun.
Iron Fist was so bad though.
Compared to Iron Fist, I would probably take over.
Like if that means that Iron Fist is wiped from existence, then I would go Disney.
No,
because Iron Fist was that bad. It was that bad. It was a horrible show. It was so bad. Like Iron Fist was an embarrassment to the character. Like that show like pained me.
Yeah, What If counts. What If does count, yes.
And I liked What If too, so yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go with Disney, I guess.
Okay. It was hard though, right?
It's hard. It's hard because I love Daredevil. I think Daredevil's like the best of the best. I mean, no other Marvel shows lived up to Daredevil personally, but
all right. Well, we've just reached an hour. Thank you, RJ. Just testing the stream. I'm probably gonna set a stream for 10.
It's probably gonna get private locked. Yeah.
I'm gonna probably do 10 instead of 9. Loki is better than all on Netflix. I don't agree with that.
I loved Loki, but I don't know if Loki's better than Daredevil. I mean, Daredevil season 2 and 3 are like peak superhero television. I mean, they're so good. It's so good. I mean,
Mhm.
like, there's nothing better than Daredevil. Like, Daredevil, in my opinion, has not been top in terms of being the best superhero show of all time. And I'm
Alright.
dead serious with that.
Well, tell us if you like this format too. This is an experiment. I might have RJ. I might have Zeno on for one of these too.
You.
2 topics. Did you just say you? I'm gonna try with lots of people and then do the regular live streams. Honestly, it's very risky to do that much content in one show anymore for 3 hours. I'm still gonna do it, but I
You
need to-
should really try and focus on keeping the show under like 2 hours or less.
No, I have fun. I have fun.
I know, but I think your show would do better if it was under 2 hours.
It's actually been doing better when it's almost close to 3, RJ. We've been getting better engagement. But
I would say for our sanity, 2 hours.
I think we got to be more careful with what we say, just in case it's not in a YouTube issue. Who knows? Who knows?
All right. I think it's a YouTube issue, so I wouldn't worry about it. But we'll see.
Well, bye everyone. Hopefully, I'll be back tonight with the MME, and I'm gonna post on the community section members mailbag, another benefit for you members to get some questions and topics in. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.